All right, it's an awesome day because it is July, what, 11th? No, 9th? 7th? July 7th. And we're in Montauk. And I'm actually shivering right now, sitting in the shade on the deck in my short sleeve shirts, and I started shivering. We have not even hit 70 degrees today, which is awesome. We have cool, fresh, crisp air. And that's why we love Montauk. We wish there was not climate change and that the whole town was going to be underwater, but that's okay. It's not okay, actually. And the humid air masses from the south moving in, but that's all right. You can see we have coops here on the deck, right down here. Coopers, that's our doggies. Yes, sir. He likes the cooler weather too, right, Coops? Because in Georgia, it's super hot. I don't know if it bothers you. We have our container plants that probably were getting too hot and are happy now. And she doesn't like to be filmed, so we're not gonna get her in the shot, but we have Nana on the deck. We're just gonna describe in words. We have Nana on the deck having her Cheez-Its in her long sleeve shirt and jeans, and she's not hot, right, Nana? Not hot. Doesn't like to be in the video. That's okay. We respect it. We respect it. All right. Nana's like, he doesn't respect it. That's the problem. He doesn't respect it. We're going down here to the lawn area, and I'm still shivering. I'm like wanting to be in the warm. I'm gonna pick up a shirt that was left here. That's fine. Okay, put it under my thing. I'm just on a little tour of the beautiful day. These kinds of days are what we live for. We used to have a lot more of them. Fortunately, it doesn't happen. Okay, so here we go. We got our bunnies. We got a new game to play. Super fun. Super fun. Tiki torch. So we got a new, yeah. New lantern. That's not new, that's old. And we got a new deck that we're coming up on here. A new deck. Super fun. Look at this deck. Wow. Wow, that's awesome. All right, we built this. Right? Me and Mom. We built this. Here we go. Get the full angle shot. No money. All stuff we found in the dumpster. The lumber in the dumpster. The screws in the dumpster. All right? That's how we do it. Solid. Whoop, that light is not solid. It's a cheap solar light from Amazon, but my deck's not from Amazon. It's the real deal. That's a deck. Solid. It's really steps. We're not sure if we're calling it a deck or steps. See, that's stuff that's made in China from plastic. That's what's going to destroy our planet. And this is reclaimed lumber. You didn't have to cut down any trees. You just reused what you found in the trash. That's what's going to save Mother Earth. Okay, we're saving Mother Earth. This is composite. Sustainably farmed, by the way. Also found in the garbage. Also going to save Mother Earth. Okay? We're going to go tour. Look at the curve. This is my nephew Thomas did this. Curvature. Right? Next generation. Saving Mother Earth. That's the theme. Saving Mother Earth. This is a pole because elderly people need something to grab onto when they're climbing up steps. Right? Old people, saving Mother Earth for sure. Got to take care of them. And then we also have some white markers around the edge because when old people, elderly, mother, are coming out, they can't visually see the depth of the steps. It's hard for them. All right, a little point of safety for elderly. So you put some white on the edge, and their eyes can pick up where the edges of the steps are and they can walk more easily. Right? We take care of the elderly. It's part of our plan to save Mother Earth and humanity. See, it all ties together. You just have to think small. You have to think big and act small. That's my philosophy now. I just came with that literally in the last 5 seconds. Here we are on the inside. Okay, I have a little cottage. We got fans. We're very lucky here. We don't need window ACs. We can survive the climate Armageddon that is coming. Just kidding. We don't use negative terms like that. We don't like scare tactics. We don't talk about stuff like that. We talk about positive change and meaningful differences, okay? We're starting right here where we are. Okay, right here where we are. So things that you can do that are gonna help. Right? Things that you can do. So what you can do is use fans instead of ACs when you can. Okay? Not everybody has that luxury, but every day that you turn off your AC is a step, right? It's all about steps. This is an attic fan that we're making. Attic fans are great because they cool off your whole house by pulling in the cool outside air into your house, and they also cool off your attic by getting all the hot air that's up there out. Okay? This is insulation. Okay? Easy to get, cheap. This happens to be bubble wrap that's coated in aluminum foil. Okay? You can put this in your attic where it's hot. Okay? And it's gonna shave a couple of notches off your cooling. And then you have to run your AC and use electricity. You could use this in an apartment if you have a wall that's hot or you have hot water pipes, right? Let's say you have hot water pipes that run from downstairs in your New York City apartment that go upstairs, okay? That heat is going into your apartment, then you have to run the AC to get rid of that heat. Right? So some people have hot water pipes that are running up to their house. In the wintertime, they carry the radiator water. In the summertime, they carry hot water for the showers upstairs. You can get some of this pipe. You can wrap it around the pipe. It's going to keep that hot in the pipe. It's going to keep your apartment cooler. Seems like a small thing, but it actually can make a difference. This is insulation. There's other kinds of pipe wrapping insulation that they sell on Amazon or your hardware store. Either way, you're gonna reduce your energy consumption. This is, I'm gonna show you one more thing. This is our windmill. Now, not everybody gets to have their own windmill, okay? But I do! Only because I live in a place that has a high level of constant wind, right? Wind does not make sense for everybody, but in some places it does. Residential wind does not make sense for everybody. But we're in a geographic location where it does. I want to show you these other things. We've got some insulation wrap here, okay? Insulation wrap. This is cheap insulation, okay? That happens to be a non-toxic fiberglass, which they make now, non-toxic fiberglass. And you put this in your attic, okay? Here's the thing. You can never have too much insulation in your attic. More insulation you have in your attic or in your basement, the less cooling you have to do. Attics get really hot in the summer. And they're gonna get hotter. And every bit of separation between that hot attic and your bedrooms, your AC works a little bit less, okay? There's a number here. This is R11. Okay, R11. You can put R11 or R15 or R20 right on top of your old insulation, right? Think of it like a blanket, right? Some nights you have one blanket, and there's nothing wrong with adding a second blanket on top of it, right? So you might sleep with 2 blankets, right? So the same thing. It's like insulation is like a blanket, except you're keeping the heat out, and you're keeping the cool air in your house in, right? So you want a separation, insulating barrier between your attic and your living space. And everything you do about that means lower cooling bills. Everyone's probably noticed your cooling bill is going way up. But it's not just about the cooling, it's about, and not about the money, it's about the environment, right? And there's a lot of focus on clean energy production, right? Like solar power, wind power. That does not do anything unless we all reduce the amount of electricity we're using, which is hard to do when we're having a heat wave and it's hot. Okay? But it doesn't mean living in discomfort. It just means living smart. And part of that is insulation, right? So there's no point in spending all of this money to buy a super powerful, super efficient, smart AC that's like eco-friendly, right? That's great, but you could do more by having better insulation, right? The more you insulate, the less that AC has to work, the cooler you're gonna feel. Insulation is amazing stuff, okay? It's passive. It doesn't have a microprocessor in it. It's not connected to the internet, right? So no one's really gonna advertise it because it doesn't do anything exciting and new, right? So it's not like a commercial being like, insulation is everything, okay? But insulation is everything, okay? Everyone wants smart bulbs because they change color 10 times. But the other thing about smart bulbs is they use electricity that's way, way, way less. They're LEDs, right? So it's like, skip the whole smart changing color part, just get the LED bulb. If you want both, that's fine. It's just that one is marketable and the other is not, right? So that's the thing about insulation. Wind power and solar panels are exciting. Insulation is not exciting. But insulation is just as helpful for our green revolution that we're having right here every summer. That's a green, that, my friends, is a green revolution. The process of photosynthesis, removing the carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. We put too much of it in there. We got the curve, we've all seen the graph, too high. These guys are having a revolution, they're removing it. We like that, we want more of that. We want more of it with these windmills. We want more of it with our insulation that I showed you. We want more of it with our fans in the windows on any day that we can get by without an AC. Not a lot of days, but there are days. Today's one of them. And we want all of it as part of our beautiful movement. Because, right, if we do nothing today, it's going to be really bad later. If we do something today, still don't know how it's going to be later, but it's going to be better. It's not going to be worse by doing something. We know that much, okay? Got the light here behind me. The light is guiding us. We can't go wrong. Can't go wrong with positive. In case you're wondering, yes, I am actually mentally ill, and that's fine. Okay? That's just fine, because I take my medicine, and that makes it better, okay? And I try to eat right, get some exercise, and sleep, and surround myself with people who are also on the right plane, going to the right destination. And I also try to make sure that I don't spend too much time around artificial intelligent cyborgs. Okay, and those of you who are paying attention will know that's kind of a joke and kind of not. Okay. We don't like artificial intelligence cyborgs. We don't like them. And whether or not they're out there, I think it's probably a no. Like today, it's like a 95% no that there are no such cyborgs. But maybe another day, that answer might be like a 30-70. Or even a 40-60. It happens. There are days like that, my friends. There are days like that. But today is not one of them. Thank goodness. Okay. All right. Signing off. Check you later. Bye-bye.